Hey, y'all, you know, there's one thing that all my grandchildren can agree on when it comes to their little tummy. Every one of them likes chicken fingers or chicken tenders or any kind of crispy chicken. I think these children are born with a chicken nugget and a macaroni and cheese gene somewhere in their little bodies. So I'm going to make for y'all a wonderful, wonderful, thin and crispy fried chicken breast in the air fryer. So I'm using some really good chicken pieces, y'all. Now I have beat that one out. And I've taken my mallet and I'm using the side of my mallet so it won't, if I did it like that, it'd punch holes in the plastic. And I don't want it to do that. So I'm just gonna pound these out. So now I'm going to take them out of the wrap. Looking good, looking good. That might, I might have to give them an extra hit to thin out the sides. All right, so we've got everything lined up for us. We've got our flour, we've got Italian seasoning, paprika, and a little salt. And then at this station, we've got our beaten eggs. And at this station, we've got our panko. Oh, we don't have any Italian seasoning there. Sorry, that's pepper. And at this station, we've got Italian seasoning, a little more salt, and a little more pepper. I'm going to be careful with the salt because the kids don't need anything too salty. So I'm going to dry our chicken breast off. We'll have to take our liner for the air fryer out while it's heating because it doesn't have anything to weight it down and it'll get caught up in the heat source and could have a little fire. All right, so this is our first step. And I'm not putting much pepper because, like I said, I've got my children in mind. And this isn't cayenne pepper, this is paprika. And that's garlic salt and onion salt too in that paprika, Teresa.
Yes.
Yeah, we put them on.
Onion powder and garlic.
Yeah, we put that in there with the paprika. And then just a little salt. And we're going to mix that up. I'm going to get rid of this. So I'll have some working space. And did I tell y'all I was preheating the air fryer? For something like this, normally I don't preheat, but for something like this, I like for it to be hot when I put my fried stuff in there. All right, so at this station, we've got our panko, Italian seasoning, just a little salt, just a little pepper, and this is going to be our last dipping. All right, so I think I'm going to take my scissors because, you know, they're used to eating tenders or nuggets. So I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to just cut these horizontally. Okay, so we've got our flour mixed with some seasonings. So I'm going to just take that and dredge it in the flour. Shake it off. So our next step is to dip these in our egg. And this is the messy part. I'm telling you what, this is so messy. But it makes it so good. And you just want to press those chicken pieces down into your panko. And I do love panko for frying. To me, it just makes the best crispy outside. And you want to kind of let that egg drip off. Now I'll have to add more panko as I go. Because it doesn't take but a minute, y'all, for the panko to start getting wet and not sticking right. You know, if you wanted to do these up ahead of time, because I know a lot of you mothers work and dads work and then have to come home, face more work. So one day, if you don't have anything to do, you could do up a bunch of these and put them in the freezer. Well, first you'd want to put them on a cookie sheet so none of them were touching. Put them in the freezer, and they would become what we call IQF, individually quick frozen. And then you could just take them all, throw them in a Ziploc or a freezer bag, and just pull them out as you need them. And then throw them in your air fryer. So we want this to sit for about 5 minutes and kind of like dry out, y'all. And then we're going to lay them in on our liner in our air fryer, and I'm going to spray them. And that spray is going to help them be even crispier than what they thought they were going to be. So there we go. Okay, the air fryer is hot, y'all. I'm going to put my liner back in there because that really does save on making a mess, doesn't it, Eddie? Ouch! And since I heated it, those edges are very, very hot. Now I don't want to crowd these in here. So I'm going to do 2 batches. These are going to be delicious. Now I did let them sit. I might have let them sit for maybe 10 minutes, Eddie. I'm not sure. But it gave them the opportunity to dry out. So I'm going to give them a nice spray to help set that crispiness in. And I'm setting it back for 7 minutes, about 7 minutes per side. Okay. So this is after 7 minutes. And I'm just going to flip them. You can see how crispy they are. I mean, they're like stiff as a board, which is what I'm looking for. Yummy. All right, now I'm going to spray this side, Eddie, with my olive oil spray. Isn't it great that this has no calories? All right. Seven more minutes. Our little grands are going to love these, y'all. They're just beautiful. And you know what, Eddie? I want to see if little Mike, I offered him some wonderful things to eat today, and he's turned everything down. So I'm going to see if he'll taste our air fryer fried chicken breast. Mike! uh, would you like some? Yeah. You would? Oh my goodness. Now, listen, I want you to be honest.
We can do that. But
tell me.
The best chicken, so.
Well, you just taste it and tell me what you think. And you want me to taste along with you?
Very good.
You do like it? Mmm. It is very, very good. Very, very good. And I try not to get it too salty, for the little chillins and the medium-sized chillins. So I've got one more batch I'm fixing to put in the air fryer. 7 minutes on each side. Make sure you spray each side real good. We'll keep them crispy. Love and best dishes, y'all. Hey, y'all, it's Paula Deen. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to be alerted when I post a video. Love and best dishes, y'all.